Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Bismillahilladzi la yadurru ma'asmi fil ardi wa la fis sama' wa huwas samiul alim. Qala rabbi sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Hari ini Khamis, malam Jumaat. Hari ini adalah 5 Syawal 1441 Hijrah, dan bagi mereka yang berpuasa sunat bulan Syawal ni mungkin telah mendapat 4 hari. Alhamdulillah. Kalau nak puasa sunat 6 hari bulan Syawal, mungkin ada lagi 2 hari, Jumaat dan Sabtu kita boleh habiskan secepat mungkin, tapi masih ada lagi banyak hari yang kita boleh lakukan. Alhamdulillah, saya telah pun berpuasa 4 hari. InsyaAllah akan meneruskan pada esok hari dan lusa. So InsyaAllah hari Ahad boleh berhari raya semula lah. So yesterday I did talk or share about capex. So and I mentioned that I would like to share on capex and maintenance. So but tonight I feel like of sharing on a different subject, since that today I had been briefed by my mentor in terms what is my preparation after Hari Raya or after MCO. How do I do differently now? Because the new situation of MCO definitely will have some impact on my business or my career as engineer. And the sharing that I had this morning, I have to look deeper and review back what were the positive things that I have done before this, and how I encounter, how I address the constraint and obstacle. So I might have to re-look back to redefine, realign back my strategy. It might be same thing if I were you as an engineer. You know that the industry has been impacted by the pandemic, and a lot of layoff and retrenchment of engineers were taken place. So need to ask yourself, how are you gonna act and how you gonna do it. We might be getting bigger allow openings by the government to resume our activity, to resume our work, and might also resume our business as well then. So as I mentioned, only the good person, good engineer or good business will definitely can survive after this Hari Raya and MCO. And how are we going to strengthen our position? What will be our revised game plan? How are we going to achieve or to fulfill the requirement by our client or by our employer then. So we need to think about this thing in very detailed, very serious. During the MCO period, we might have came across with some people that who did well during the MCO, and or we might have somebody, a model that we, or a model, or a person that we want to be like, as I mentioned before, this good engineer, which still performing well out there. These are the people, or these are the business that we want to follow. What they have done to sustain and or even do better during the MCO, and might be also doing better during after this Hari Raya then. So we should look into this thing. We need to do it immediately. We can't wait. I think by early June we should be able to be ready and to go for it. Question is that whether you still have the willpower to take up the challenge, to excel in your career, or maybe in your business. In my case, it's more toward business, which part of the business is my technical capability, and as a career of an engineer as well. So again, look at, write down again whether you still have the goal, whether you still have the desire, willpower to achieve your goal or target. Write it down again. Is it still valid or not valid? So if not valid, you can redefine it, you can realign it because of the situation change. But question, do you want to achieve the goal? Do you want to achieve the target? So if you do, please plan to excel, or to proceed with the activity, the strategy and action you're gonna do it. Do not lie back and just wait and keep talking to yourself that I can do it. No, it's not about talking to yourself. It's about doing it. Just do it. Do it to the best. Do it to complete on the action that you have identified and agreed. Do not lie to yourself. If things are not in a positive way, you need to realign or redefine your game plan. Please do so. And I posted today saying by Professor Hamka on about failure. The person who afraid failure is the person who never take a step to success. So they will definitely do not know about failure, and they do not know how to taste about success, because every success is based on the failure. So we come to a point that I want to share you about a skill which I been shared by a lady. I think she's an American, maybe 1 or 2 years back. A skill which is very powerful, but it's very difficult to do it. It's about it's all about being focused, paying attention to things that you have identified, things that you need to action on it currently, and how do you want to focus? In other way, how to stay focused at the current moment. It's very difficult. So because if you think about what have happened at the past, mainly you're talking about a lot of failure, a lot of this, a lot of negative thing. So if you start to think so much about the past result, it can cause you, it can distress you. Need to rehash back what has been done, and you are not focusing what you're gonna do right now. And if you're talking about future, and we talk about future, future is about something which has not taken place. It's anticipation item. It's a wish list. You do not know whether you can get it or not, to whether you can achieve or not. So, but remember, as I mentioned that just now, once you have planned the strategy, you have put up your game plan with a strategy, an action item, and you know what you're gonna achieve. This is where you need to focus. Pay attention to things that you have identified and agreed to do so. Don't dwell so much on the past and talk about the future, which things does not happen yet. Work, focus, pay attention of the strategy and plan of action that you have identified. So the example that the lady give to me, I think, or share, is that how do you want to stay focused at the moment? She's sharing that, take example that if you are having dinner, if you start to think about the future, you're going to talk about wish list, ambitious, and if you start to think about the past, you're talking about the negative thing, it distress you, you need to rehash. That the moment you know that you are not being at the present moment, and how to bring back. So she give example that if you're having a dinner with a family, talk about the food. This is example. Talk about the foods. Compliment your wife about the delicious cooking. Talk about whatever is in front of you. So if you can manage to bring back your attention to the moment, this will be a skill that you can apply on your career, on your business, to stay focused on your action item at the moment. Okay. She mentioned also that a professor, psychologist professor, did say that 40% of happiness, which is the main thing for us to excel, which is happiness. When we are happy, it will provide us easiness to action on our plan of action. So happiness is very important, and the psychologist professor mentioned that 40% of happiness because of the genetic, and 60% of the happiness is for you to control. Meaning to say, you have 100% control, 60%, 100% of 100%, and 100% of 60% is fully controlled under you. All the action is fully controlled under you. So again, this is the skill that you need. It's very powerful for you to use to stay focused, to pay attention, to be consistent, to be committed, to be dedicated, and to get your result. So again, it comes back whether you are thinking about your career or you're talking about your business, especially at the current moment after Hari Raya and maybe after MCO. There are a lot of competition out there. There are a lot of good engineers. there are a lot of good business entity which trying to get job or position. So put yourself to be on the top quartile. Be prepared. Focus on your action plan. Staying at the moment. Okay, do not dwell so much on the past. Do not talk so much about the future. Work on what you have identified on your action item. So inshallah, I hope it will help you to be excel or to be better outside. Once you come out from this Hari Raya or MCO situation. So we will talk again, inshallah. Might be on the maintenance matters tomorrow or maybe after tomorrow. But today I feel like I want to share about the skill, a powerful skill, which is staying focused at the moment, and how you're going to be staying focused on your action item or action or game plan. So with that, I am Rasidi Norman, and I will talk to you again. Join me on my FB channel, my engineer. You might also want to go to YouTube and look for Journey to Engineer, and I do post it in the YouTube. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.